Hey, you guys, it's Debbie from My Vagabond Style, and I'm going to do a new project today. So, I've been totally inspired by watching Dede Willingham, and I'm obsessed with her channel. I saw her do this project the other day, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to do it. So, what I did was I kind of started on it a little bit on my own so that I could see if I liked, for one, if I liked doing it, and I love it and if I thought it was, something shareable for you guys. And honestly, like if you want to see somebody do it like well, go to Dee Dee's channel. This is just me playing around. I hope you enjoy it. Um, I think it's super fun. So I'm just going to go through the process of how she showed how to do it, and then we'll take it from there. So I got a Somerset Studio magazine. I have tons of these from, I don't know, maybe 10 or 12 years ago. And I've been kind of using bits and pieces out of them, but I found this one, which I hadn't even used yet. So I did what she did, and she cuts it up. So let me show you actually what the project will end up looking like. Okay, I went ahead and did a few pages in it. And so we'll just kind of start with one of the ones I did. Here's one. This is where you kind of collage. You'll start with the background of the collage that's already there. So let me show you. Here we go. So this page, I didn't do anything to it yet, but this one, I went ahead and like put something else down here, and then I'll work from that. This one, I did it a little, you can do it either way. I was trying to see if I enjoyed doing more with the putting the paint on first and then working the image in. This one I did, this image was here and then some of this color here, and then I put the background paint in. And then these are just stickers that I added that I had. It wasn't even, what she actually does is this stack right here it's great because you can blend the colors. Like there's already these colors in here from other projects. So you could use, some of this if there was writing on it. Let me show you. Um, it's not a very good page to, hang on, let me find a good page to show you. Okay, so like this one, I could take some of this and tear the pages and put it on here. And then take it from there, maybe find some other images and stuff to put on here, whether they're from this stack or whether I already have images that I want to put on here. Here's another page that I was working on. This one, this color was in the background here. Get a little closer. This color was in the background here, and then I added this girl right here. This one, this color was in the background. I added a piece of the magazine right here and then went around with the same color so they kind of are cohesive. And that's the good thing about using all these pages from the magazine, all these leftovers, because all the colors are going to be pretty cohesive. And like some of these that just have this, what I'll do is I'll just white it out or I'll put black or whatever, start with a color and then so I've already ripped up some of these scraps. So once I got this white, let's find another page that maybe I here, like this one. So once, and I'm going to bring you in closer. Hold on. Okay. So once I've made like the background, the color kind of that I want, or just that I don't have to look at whatever was on there, then you can start putting other things down. Like maybe you'll start doing something. It doesn't even really matter what color because I've kind of whited things out. But I could even do something like this. And maybe I'll just put some here. And the torn edges are best because they will blend better when you try to use your paints to blend. So I think like this one, I could just take my glue stick. Now, if you're worried about it not sticking to the acrylic paint, you can also like use art glitter glue on here that would be a good choice. For me, this is just like something to play in. It's not going to be any masterpiece. It's just really fun to kind of get yourself going, you know? So that'll at least get it started. I might put a little glitter glue down here just because it doesn't stick very well to the acrylic paint. And then I'll just cut that edge off. So that's the start of it. So you can just go through and put little bits of paper. Like I could go through from here, like see this one? Maybe I want to add a little piece here. I'm using kind of these straight edges just because it's the end of the page, but I could also just rip it up like this, put maybe that there, and then if I wanted this maybe in the middle of the page, I could do that. Oh, I kind of like that. Oh well. Now this one will stick pretty good because it doesn't have any paint on it yet. I could put that in the corner. I will link the video below that Dede does so that you can go back and look at hers. But this is so fun. Like I'm so enjoying it. Let me see, did I do any other ones in here? Oh, this one. So I did this one. I don't think it's finished yet, but I'll go back and work. You know, you guys know how I like to like not finish anything right away. It sits in here and then I decide, oh, I'm going to add this to it or that to it. So like this one, I could totally work on this and put maybe some stamping on the background. You could do stencils. Let's see what I've got here. These were some stamps that I brought back with me from Mexico. Let's put maybe something like that. I'm going to back you out a little bit. Okay, let's see. That's a little better. You can see what the stamp looks like there. Maybe I'll put that like right there in the corner. Oh, this is a whole huge one. I don't want the whole thing, but part of it. Okay, let's see if I can get just the building inked up. It's okay. Let it dry. Maybe another part of that building. I'm thinking this little kind of lower part. Oh, okay. I do like that. It's funny how you just add one more thing and you're like, okay, that's good. So some of this stuff is from the magazine already. Like this gal, she was in the background here. Then I just smeared paint with my fingers, and I'll do a few of them. But I just kind of wanted to give you guys an idea of how how Dede does this, and then how I'm doing it. And if you guys want to get a magazine and just kind of work with me, that would be so fun. Um, on this one, I'm not quite sure what I want on there right now. Maybe we'll come back to that. But let's do a little bit of blending. So this is what I really enjoy about this is you get you're kind of working your ability to blend colors and come up with the same kind of colors that are here. Oh, I was going to tell you another thing she was mentioning. So when you cut your magazine, she did it with, she said, make sure you have a metal ruler and then a box cutter. So I measured out like this was 4.5 inches this way and 3.5 inches this way. And I was going to leave this bottom one together and just maybe make a bigger one. But because I chose the top portion has less color to it and images to it than the other two portions. Like the best one is the middle one. The middle one has way more colors to the magazine than say the top one. The top one you're going to get, well, now you're seeing all my stuff, but you're going to get more things that are the words that you're going to have to wipe out. So that's okay. You can put your own images in there. What I do enjoy about this as well is you can use so much of your art supplies. So I use some of these on there, which are my media gel sticks that I got off of Amazon. They're King Art is the brand. I got a pack of like 52 of those, so I was really happy I could use some of that. I know I'm kind of jumping around. I'm just excited about this project. And so let's just, I think it's for me, it feels a lot like my random journal, but for this, it's already giving you pretty much a color palette, which is fun. And the images that I'm getting from these cutoffs are just so helpful, you know, like this guy. I'm going to cut this guy out and I'll use him somewhere in here and he will look fabulous. Or I could use this one right here. That's the thing I'm going to have to decide. I might be able to get both of them. I'm going to cut him out right now. And I love the little ideas like that you get from some of these artists. Look at how they've like just done these cute little flowers with the doodles. I mean, they're just so pretty and how they just did little dots around the guy. Just things that you might not think about because, you know, if you're not a doodler, I'm not so much a doodler. I want to be a doodler. And I could either leave this thing around the guy's head or I could take it off, whatever I decide. But at least I'll get him cut out and I'll put him in a little pile with other things. Oh, she's cute. Look at her. She's super fun. Okay, so I'll take her out of there. I don't think I'm gonna, well, I'll keep her arm in there for now, but I might just cut her arm off because I might not need it if she's just peeking in on a page. Okay, so we've got her. And then this house. Maybe this one I might just tear. And I kind of have a hard time throwing all this stuff away, but I really should. I'll leave it to the side for now. Because you guys know I'm a bit of a paper hoarder. So I can keep them up here. But I think a lot of times what Dee does is she'll go through and she'll like take some time and just like maybe white out this page and then go back and put some images on it and kind of work it that way. Do I have any that I've done? I've got that one. This one. We could work on this one. Let me get rid of this stuff. Now, I decided to go ahead and cut this bottom part off because I thought, well, if I do another one, this middle section is choice, right? That's the choice cut. So I'm going to keep that to the side. And this one, if I decide that I want to use this one for images to put in here, I can do that. If I run out from my offcuts here on the side. Let's see what we want to put here. Oh, you know what? I've already got some kind of cut. We can look and see what I've got here. We'll go through these and see if any of them work. Now, I could just leave it like this and start painting, which since I've already put those in, why don't we do that so that you can see how the painting part works. Okay, so I'm going to grab some paint that is similar colors to this. I'm going to grab this one. This one, it's a little dark, but we've got some dark over here. Let's see, I want some cream color. Maybe this color, maybe a little darker. Got this one, it's slightly darker. You know what, it doesn't even make a difference. And honestly, the craft paint, this is a premium paint. It's a little more glossy. The craft paint is the best because I can do a lot more on top of the craft paint than I can that heavier bodied paint. So let's see, we need some red. Reds are hard to match, but no, that's bright red. I just only have a couple colors. Okay, I went ahead and put some colors on the palette and I mixed this a little bit off camera, trying to get a little bit closer to this red. And then I like to just use my fingers. For me, it's just what I like to do. And we're just going to kind of put a little bit on here. Be brave and just start putting some similar color down. I don't really need a whole lot on that one because it does have quite a bit on the background, but like this one, I feel like we're going to need to kind of work it a little bit. I really don't want that whole Paris thing to get covered up, so I'm going to kind of work around that. And I should probably put some wax paper between here so it doesn't stick. Now, when you're doing this, also because it's kind of wet paint, it could end up where these pages come out. But you can just tape them back in. It's not a masterpiece. It's just something fun to play in. Okay. And then see how I've got this edge right here. I kind of want that to blend in. And if it was the cut edge, it would be way harder for it to get blended in. But see, it's just got a little something in the background, and then we can have fun playing with whatever on the top. I kind of don't want all that right there. I think that's good enough. Just kind of fun to get a little messy, you know. And then I've got my baby wipes handy so that I can get some of this paint off my hands and move on. And then since I've got extra, I can look for another page that has maybe this same color. As I'm looking at it, I feel like I want a little bit more on there. Now that I cleaned up, right? That's how it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna put that right there and then maybe look for another page that might want some brown. This is almost the same colors. Hmm, let's put a little on this page. I feel like you just have to kind of dive in, you know? That says fairy album. That would be fun if we could find something with a fairy. Get another piece. Okay, I'm getting into it now, but I didn't really want, here, maybe this will work. Kind of wanted to leave that. So the baby wipe helped get some of that off. Okay, so that's it. We'll come back and work on these. Oh, the red is good, isn't it? Okay, so we could take like a dryer if we wanted to kind of get this moving along. So also, I should mention that if you decide that you don't want to use that razor blade, the box cutter, and a metal ruler to do your cutting, because it is, like I was nervous I was going to cut myself, take it to the your office supply store, and they should be able to cut the magazines for you. So that was a tip that Dee Dee gave as well. I was just impatient and wanted to get started on it. So I had to do my Marguerite Miller first before I did this one because, I put those out every Sunday. And so I was really anxious to get going on this. I'm going to mute this because I am going to use a little dryer on it. Okay, that's dry. So let's just see what we can find to put on one of these pages. So, like I said before, you don't have to use what's in the magazine. I mean, it's nice because it's right here if you find it, but maybe you've got some other supplies that you want to use. Let's see, what did I cut out? Oh, I cut these people out. But I've got so many images that would be fun to use. Um, let's just see what I can come up with. Well, since it's a fairy, I could use some of these stickers behind a person. So I like this gal right here. I'm thinking maybe I could put her on here somewhere and put some wings on her. Now I could cut her out exactly as she is, or I can put the edges, make, or I can tear the edges and then blend it. I think for this one, I'm just going to cut it. It just would be a little easier. At least this part right here. Maybe I could put her like right here and then put some wings behind her. Let me cut this out real quick and see. I like these clear ones because you can see if it's going to work. And there's a little key there. That's cool. Yeah, let's use that. I'm going to cut the butterfly in half because that way I can put the wings where I want them. Okay, I think I like the wings right there on her. So take a little bit of this art glitter glue and get these where I want them. And then I can just peel off the backing. Oh, that's stuck. I'm not used to sticky stickers. Just gonna knock this down a little bit. Now on this side, I could just put like another butterfly or something. That's what I wanted to do, or I could do some stenciling. I could do all kinds of stuff. That's a really cool butterfly right there. Let's put that down. I am going to put extra glue. I love these because it's so quick. Like you can play in here. You can just it's like my random glue book, my random collage book. Just fun. What do you guys think? Are you up for trying this? So fun. This is something I think I'd like to do on a live with you guys. I think it'd be fun to interact with you guys and do some fun things together. Let me know what you think about that. So I would go live. You could chat with me while I'm, playing in here. Okay, so I'm going to stop for here for now, and then I'll put the video out, and you guys let me know what you think. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll catch you later. Bye.